If you were to take a survey and go to every human on the earth and ask them, how has your life been going? They will tell you, well, I have this, I have that, this happened to me. But if you ask them, how have you been feeling? Most won't be able to answer. And so when you become vibrational and you really understand your vibrational nature, everything is about emotion. The emotion is the prize. The feeling is what you're really looking for. Everything you want is for the feeling. And while right now, what you want, you just have to accept. You can't translate it right now into the physical reality. You're not ready to do that yet because the frequency, you're not able to translate what's on there yet. You're not practiced enough. You can't translate it. You can't see it yet. But you can have the essence of it. You know how it feels like. But feeling the desire is not as good as having the real thing. But we're like, but see, that's the thing. That's what will always keep what you want at bay, because you have to feel it like it's here right now. Basically, you have to keep the absence away. And it's so interesting because every subject is really two subject. Because sometimes when you think you're thinking about money, when you think you're thinking about what you want, you're really not thinking about the presence of it. You're thinking about the absence of it because you're so process oriented. You're so, okay, we have a problem. Let's figure it out. Let's all sit in a circle. Let's all figure it out together. But receiving doesn't really work like that. Receiving is understanding. Receiving is a creative process. Step 1 is you already asked. So step 2, it was given to you by source. And step 3 is you're in the allowing mode. You do whatever it takes to put yourself into the allowing mode, and things start going so well for you. The vortex is a very interesting place because your vision expands. Like you feel invincible. You are source energy, and it's not like source just left you here and you're trying to improve yourself to get to the level of source. Source is here with you right now. You're an extension of source. You are source energy. But for some reason, humanity has felt this unworthiness, and they've passed it on from generations. Everyone just feels unworthy. They want everything to prove. They want all the manifestations. They want the awards to prove themselves. And then when they get it, they realize that no one out there can give them the alignment that can only come from resonance with source energy, or choosing the thought that source energy is also thinking. And so that's where things really are so interesting, because it truly is about feeling good. That's the easiest way to get to everything that you want, because that's why you want everything. Feeling good counts for everything. And so we want you, instead of taking score of the manifestations, how much did I receive today? How much did I realize today? We want you to start taking score of, how did I feel today? How did I feel today? How good did I feel today? Because most are not doing that. And that's why they don't have what they want. It's so interesting because if you talk to the people who don't have what they want, listen to their conversation. They're like, where is it? Oh, I've been happy. I've been happy for so long, but where's my manifestation? I've been happy, but I really haven't been manifesting anything. So I'm kind of confused. Like, what do I have to do? Or process what I have to do? And that's so interesting because if you truly were someone who was good at allowing, then you wouldn't say that statement. Your stance wouldn't be one of, well, I've been happy this whole time, but I haven't really manifested much. That wouldn't be your stance. Your stance would be, well, you know what? I haven't manifested a lot, but I've been feeling so good. I've been having so much fun dreaming about my desire. I've just been having so much fun. Like I've been getting what I want, which is a feeling, and I've been having it. I've been enjoying it. And this is not the message of complacency where you're just like, yeah, I want it. Now let me go do things I don't want to do because I'm just not going to have it. That's not what this is about. This is not about, you're not going to have what you want, so just have the essence of it and call it a day. No. When you talk about the essence of what you want, you're not vibrating with the absence of it. And then because you don't have the physical version, you have the vibrational version right now, but you can enjoy it. What is the essence of a desire? What does that mean? Well, it's a feeling of it. Ultimately, it just means a feeling of it. And when you feel your desire, because when you think about it, it lights you up. You almost feel like you could write about it, you could script about it. That's what it means to really be in the vortex. That's what it means, because in order to get what you want, you have to find real resonance with source energy. That's how the momentum really gets started. What's interesting is that through your understanding of the law of attraction, you have gotten very lazy. You really have, and we love that. We love that because do you know that law of attraction literally pushes everything for you? All you have to do is just choose the thought that you want, and then law of attraction does the rest. But everyone is so good at telling the truth. It's that painter who just wants to paint, or it's that writer who just wants to write, but they're like, okay, but I just want to write, and writing is the easy part, but I'm just not getting any sales. No one writes. And we're like, well, that's why, because it's two separate creations. The book writing is one creation, and then the environment that the book is going to be sought out after is another creation. But because you're not, because what's interesting, because you're not really focusing on either or, you're kind of in both, and there's no real momentum. But if you just focus on how good it felt to be a book writer, and how good it felt to write the book, and how good it felt to paint, then everything would take care of everything. Feeling good, it truly is the leverage. Feeling good is the secret. It's not the secret in the sense where it's just so interesting because kids know this. They know that feeling good is just worth every dollar in the bank account. And so We want you to get to the point where people are asking, like, how's your life going? You're like, oh my God, it's been going so good. It's been going so good. And they're like, oh, like, what manifestations have you been coming? What manifestations do you have that prove that why you feel so good? Why do you feel so good? What manifestations do you have? What's your excuse for feeling that good? And you're just like, you know what? Like, I just been feeling so good because I've been having so much fun. I've been feeling so much resonance with stores. I feel my desires and I'm having such a good time. See, that's the conversation about the essence of your desire. You're feeling it because haven't you felt your desire? You know, when you talk about why you want it and you get to the bottom of the vibrational essence, you realize that you pretty much have what you're already looking for. So it's like, I already felt this emotion. When you talk about money, you talk about freedom, where you're like, oh, like, I actually have a lot of freedom in my life. I do have a lot of freedom. I can go outside right now and take a walk right now. I can take a walk for as long as I want to. I can listen to whatever music. I have a platform, a cloud service that I pay monthly for, and I could literally, you know, listen to whatever song that I want. I have a lot of freedom in my life. And I'm like, but see, like, it's, how come people are not so good at focusing on the easy parts? They focus on things that are hard and laborious, and because they want to get to the bottom of it, they want to prove themselves, but there's no one listening. There's no one out here who can give you prize that your alignment will truly give you. So it's like the essence is just so easy. It's just, this is all so easy because life is getting good for you right now. You're not waiting for it. This is not a message of your life is, hold on, your life is gonna get better, because it sounds like we're saying, like, you know, you're not gonna get what you want, so just be happy with the essence of it. And we're like, pretty much, yeah, but we know that we're tricking you. Yes, we are. We're finessing you. We're giving you the easy way out, because we know that if you truly love the essence of your desire, if you're truly here saying, like, you know what I want is absent, but I have the vibration of it, I have the feeling of it, and that's not absent, it's present, and I love it. When that's your conversation, then it literally has to come to you. It has to come to you, and when it comes to you, it's so fun. This is the path of so much fun. It's the path of eternity. It's like things that start coming out of the woodwork. Everything just starts working out for you. It's like you're on this red carpet, but it's so sustainable, and you can replicate it over and over again because you're like, it's just fun. I just choose the easiest parts. You know, I just create paintings, and all of them keep going. They're always sought out after because I understand the formula. I just talk about how much I love painting, and I leave the market part out of it because it's not because I don't like it, but it's because when I'm creating the painting part, I'm also creating all the bougie people and all the people who will love it. I'm creating all that. I'm creating my legend status, and that's truly what genius is. That's what genius is, which is very interesting because we've talked about this before. Genius is obsessing over one thought because you found the pure desire of it and you just love it, so you stay on it and you see it all the way to fruition. That's what true genius is. But what's interesting is that when you find, because this is really a reorientation, it truly is. This is about finding, because if what you want isn't working out, you need to find a new vibrational stance about it. And usually the vibrational stance is the one that feels good. That's the stance that you need to take, and that's the stance that feels good. But necessarily what feels good is not necessarily what's most productive. That would be deemed by, you know, the outside peanut gallery. They would be like, well, that's really, you know, escapist of you. That's kind of lazy of you. We think you should plunge into the problem. But we know that you don't have to focus on the piece that's not working. That's not what the art of allowing is about. That's not what the law of allowing is about. No. All you have to do is focus on the pieces that are easy. And what's hard about that? What's hard about focusing on what feels good? It feels counterintuitive. That's really true. It does feel very counterintuitive, but it's just so easy. It's so easy to feel good, and feeling good is the fastest way to get to everywhere you want to go. But the thing is, when we talk about speed, we just introduce resistance right into the equation, because speed means I'm not happy with where I am, and it activates so many different parts, so many different things that you have resistance to. So you don't really want to talk about speed. Instead of speed, you want to talk about how good can I feel right now? Ooh, how good can I feel right now? And then you're infinite, because you can feel as good as you want, or you can feel as bad as you want. That's what the art of allowing is about. The art of allowing is truly becoming source in this now moment, which is what everyone really wants. But you're getting it the fastest way. It's like you don't have to go through all the hoops and all the hurdles. You just get it the fastest way. You get it the easiest way. But then you have to walk around here. It's almost like you walk around here knowing more clearly everything. You have so much clarity in a confused world. And so you can't go and talk to people and be like, yeah, you know, I just feel so good about everything. Because they'll be like, what? And we don't want you to, like, you know, protest and prove who you are to other people. No, you just know it. You just know. You're just like, you know what? It doesn't matter what any of you think anyways, because it's all about what my inner being thinks. And even if I were to consider your opinion, I'm just going to consider my perspective about what you think. And does my inner being agree with it or not? And that's what it's all about. My inner being, if it doesn't agree with it, then I'm going to change my thought. That's the thing. I'm going to change your role in my story so that I feel better when I look at you. That's true creation. You have so much more creative power than you think, because all of your power comes from creation. It comes from focusing on the essence of what you want and not focusing on the fact that it's not here yet. You know, focusing on the absence of what you want is the only reason why it's not here. By the time you call something a problem and you call something chronic, you're focusing on the absence of what you really want. But if you were to just feel for the presence of what you want, if you feel for the essence of what you want, then the absence gets diluted, it goes away, it gets deactivated, and then you're in the receiving mode and you can receive the impulse. You see, it's just so easy. It's so easy. All of this is so easy. Manifesting what you want is so easy, because manifesting what you want is just feeling good all along the way. This is the art of belonging. This is the art of feeling good all along the way. It's not about happiness later. It's not about the happiness when you get the money. It's about the happiness now. Because we know for a fact that if you start right now, if you start feeling good as good as you can, and you steadily make your way down the path, and you just feel as good as you can, and you just really leverage the essence of your desire, you leverage feeling good, then we just know, like, we know that you're gonna have everything that you want. And people are literally gonna be asking you, they're gonna be like, I need your morning routine, I need your nighttime routine, I need you to give me something that I can replicate. And you're like, you know what, I just felt good along the way. Because we know that you can't be mad about where you are, you can't be disappointed and ever have anything to change. And nothing will change if you don't feel good. You have to change how you feel. And so we explain things to you. We tell you can't get it done, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about getting it wrong. And we tell you, the real prize is feeling good. So if you're feeling good, then you're winning. That's the thing. If you're feeling good, then you're winning. But if you're not feeling good most of the time, then it's not like you're losing. You're just missing the point. And the point is, it's about feeling good. You want everything. That's the thing about manifestation. The reason why if you made a list of everything that you want right now, and you were to attach a feeling to it, you would notice that everything that you want is just to feel good. But when you feel good first, it does feel counterintuitive, because you're so used to goals. You're so used to like being like, okay, once I get to this side, once I get to the other side, then I can feel good. But we're telling you it's opposite. We're telling you, well, what's that feeling on the other side? Feel it now. You can feel the essence of it. And then you match the signal, you get the absence out of there, you deactivate it, and the details slowly start to fill in. And the results, what you start to really create for yourself, is a steady path to everything that you want. And it is very fast. It's kind of a quantum leap, because you're minimizing the resistance a lot. You're minimizing it a lot, because now you're not focusing on the things that give you resistance. You're focusing on the feeling, and the emotion is always so non-resistant. So now let's give you a piece where you can really take out there and really play with, which is the essence of what you want. So talk about why you want it. Why do you want it? And talk about it in emotional terms. And use your emotional guidance system to really make sure that you're feeling in your solar plexus. So let's take something like, maybe you're the book writer. Well, why do you want to write a book? Why do you want to write it? Because it feels good. It feels interesting. It feels fun. It just feels like who I am. It feels like freedom. It feels like creativity. And I love the feeling of the book flowing through me. That's the feeling that I want. The book flowing through me is exactly what I want. That's what it's all about. It's all about that. It's just about the book flowing through me. It feels so good. It feels like clarity. It feels like ease. It feels like fun. And you feel like how the energy is picking up. You feel how you feel it. You found the essence of it. And if that's a piece that you keep going back to and you keep focusing on, then in a steady way, you're in the receiving mode, you're matched to your desire, and then the details start to fill in. You see, source energy is so with you that when thoughts are coming and they're from the vortex and they're from those high flying frequencies, they just feel like a good idea. They just feel like you thinking it, because you are source energy. You're very worthy. You just are, because you literally have source. Everywhere you focus, source follows too. And so you gotta use the leverage of all that. You gotta use the leverage of feeling good. And it's all just for fun anyways. And you're all doing so good. Continue focusing on the essence of your desire. And you're gonna go fast. You just are. That's the motorboat that you're looking for. That's the motor that you're looking for to put on your boat. That's speed. That's how you get speed. The way you get speed in any of your creations is by lowering resistance. Because that's the only thing that slows anything down. Whether it's electricity or any darn thing. Whenever you introduce resistance, everything gets slowed down. But that's the thing about your desire. You want to reduce resistance. And once you do that, but how do you do that? How do you reduce resistance on any subject? You talk about the emotion of it, because emotion usually has no resistance in it. Because when you're talking about how it feels, you're talking about it feels good, it feels fun. There's no resistance in that, really. And that's a good thing. So you're like, okay, no, I want to do everything in life. I want to have everything. So instead of gotta change your question from how to why. Why do you want everything? Because it feels good. It feels fun. It feels fun to have adventure. It feels good to look forward to something. And you are on your way.